about moving to Atlanta. So in this video, we will dive into the 7 pros and cons of moving here. Today as we talk about the 7 pros and cons of living in Atlanta. As a transplant myself, I moved here many years ago. What I can share is that people are very open and welcoming. Atlanta is very diverse with many cultures, and people are usually helpful with their southern hospitality. For many years, I've experienced a lot of growth and difference in the city. So as I dive into the 7 pros and cons of Atlanta, stay tuned. Let's talk about pro number 1. Atlanta is very diverse. It's a melting pot. Atlanta does have a strong African American population with a higher percentage. Caucasian, Indian, Latinos, we have it. And we have to cover. One thing here, you can get good different type of culinary dishes here. And I would be remiss if I did not talk about us being the Hollywood of the South. We have a number of studios here. We have Tyler Perry, his Studio Village in East Point. We have a great one in Fayetteville. And you could be riding around, you never know where they might be filming a movie. A lot of movies were filmed here. I was just riding around the neighborhood and I was like, what's going on? Guess what they were doing? They were filming a movie. And it's great. So that gives a lot of opportunity for you in the industry. And we have a lot of festivals here. Start around March. We have the Dogwood Festival. A lot of different artists, little vendors and so forth. It's a really big event at Piedmont Park. We have the Arts Festival, which is held here. And the Jazz Festival. I've been in the city Memorial Weekend because they have a lot of stages up there. It's a great family event. Don't come by yourself. Bring a blanket, chill out on the lawn at Piedmont Park, listen to different jazz artists. It's really a nice event in the summertime. They've been having over 20-some past years there. And during the summertime, a lot of the communities, they may have local bands and stuff. Folks pull up their chair and sit back, relax, and look at. And I'd be remiss in not talk about our wonderful amphitheaters. We have 4 major ones, I tell you. We have Stockbridge is on the southern side, which is located in Henry County. We have Mableton, which is in Cobb County. And Mableton, their amphitheater, they bring a lot of different artists. And the big one is a Marist Bank. Marist Theater, I'm sorry, Marist Bank thing, but Marist Theater, they have a lot of, that's out in Alpharetta, real big amphitheater. And if not, the Candace was once time known as Chastain Park Theater. That's in the city, and there have been some major artists there. So you can enjoy some great concerts during the summertime. So that's pro number 1. Let's dive into pro tip number 2. Pro tip number 2 is our thriving job market. We have a lot of major industries here. We have Delta Airlines, which is a major employer here, and they have their hub here. We have UPS here. We have Microsoft. We have Coca-Cola. Well, the real thing. And a lot of other industries. So our job market is very, very strong here. So there's a lot of opportunities here for jobs. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our healthcare too. We have a lot of major hospitals here, like Emory. We have Emory, Northside, Wellspring, Trauma Unit, Grady. So that's a lot of opportunity for healthcare workers, the industry like that. But not only we want to take care of your health, we want to take care of you too. So I would be remiss if you are looking for opportunity. And also here, we do have a lot of hybrid work and a lot of opportunity if you want to work at home, stuff like that. And a lot of companies now, some of them are allowing you to work 3 days at home or remotely. But I do want to say, as we talk about the young Atlanta job market, we are young because our average age in the city is about 33. It's a strong millennial population. As we get into pro tip number 3, our culinary, we have a lot of leading chefs are here in the city. We have some strong. Now, being in the South, of course, shrimp and grits is a southern dish that people like, and you can find a lot of breakfast spots that offer shrimp and grits. You would be remiss if you're not in the South and then have have that, because we have some great breakfast spots and that you can enjoy some really good breakfast. Just to name a few, we got Breakfast Boy. We got another Broken Egg. A place I like in a car. Oh, I have some great food. Then we got a little spot over there at the bakery at Phipps Plaza. So, I mean, if you like breakfast, it's great breakfast space. And so out, as you can see from the stream, and also we have some wonderful restaurants here. I'll just share a couple of my share one. I like Captain Grill and I like Fleming's. I just like the ambience, the food. The food is very good. They're a little on the higher end if you want to just have inquisitive experience. And then we have our moderate. And what's gotten really popular here lately is our local spots like taco bar and stuff like that. I'll show you a couple feature through. So if you enjoy a little taco, you want to be cool out, a little casual, we have some cute little taco places here. So we have great food. Atlanta is known as one of the foodie spots. We have a number of restaurants throughout the city. And if you like a view, we have these rooftop bars that you could chill out and relax and get the view of the city. So we are known for our food, and then you can find some great places to eat. One thing, as pro number 4, Atlanta is a green space. If you ride down the highway, you will see nothing but green with the trees and so forth. You'll see a lot of green. We have a lot of green areas and stuff like that. And as far as we have 2 major parks. We have Piedmont Park, 200 acres, and West Side Park is 280. And at Piedmont Park, it's a lot of festivals and events and 5K, and people just go out there. It has a lake. A lot of stuff is that really great walkable thing right inside the city. And I'd be remiss if we talk about the East Side Beltline Trail. I have done that a number of times. I've gone out on Saturday with a friend, and we've gone bike riding. We do like a 4-mile run. We park at a location, Cobra Center. We ride around the trail, and you pass by restaurants. You pass with a lot of families down there. We may stop and have some kind of run. We keep riding, but it's really relaxing. It's right in the city. And you pass by the famous Ponce Market, which used to be the old Sears building. It rides on sticks us to the Piedmont Park. But they have a couple of things on the trail. They might do yoga, or they might have, and it's very artsy. You'll see a lot of different arts, and they have little vendors out there. And then as if you decide to walk on it, they have a lot of restaurants, there are little places you can eat and so forth. So it's a wonderful trail to get your exercise, enjoy, and you're relaxing. And then there's another one they have, it's called the West Side. It's about 32 acres. That's around the historical western side of the city, and they have a little area you could sit back on the chairs and kind of relax and stuff like that. I think you should embrace your lifestyle with your exercise. And so if you're interested in that, you can do that within the city. They do have a lot of trails that you can enjoy yourself with a nice stroll, and you could walk with your family, or you could walk with your kids. So and the trails are pretty safe for the most part, but like anything, they can happen. But just want to let you, we do have some wonderful trail, and we are definitely a green city. As we get into pro tip number 5, affordability. Housing in Atlanta is compared to Los Angeles, 164% lower and 7% lower than New York. Cost of living, our average price range on our home right now is about $407,000, and take it back before COVID was about $280,000. We're still more affordable than a major. And as I drive you down, I show you a few neighborhoods, and so you can see what the affordability on those neighborhoods and see a comparison. Let's talk about another pro, which would probably be pro number 6, which is our airline. One thing about living in Atlanta, we have one of the busiest airports. You can get a lot of direct flights right out of Atlanta, locally as well, domestically as well as international. And one thing you need to do if you're going to go to the airport, you got to get there 2 hours, because you never know how long, 2 hours or more, how long you're going to be in security check. So you want to get there early so you won't be stressed out at security check. Another thing people don't talk about our restaurant. We got some great places to eat. Because I've gone to a lot of airports, but we got some great restaurants and places to eat. And if you got these membership, we got a lot of the club memberships here, like the Centurion, the Delta Lounge and stuff for those who have membership. And a lot of secret people don't know, you can park as low as $10 a day if you park at the airport. So why bother with having somebody drive you? Park at the airport is really not that, it's really affordable. You can just go and park at the airport on that. But, you know, it's a busy airport. And most people can get to the airport between 25 to 45 minutes, depending on where you live. So we do have a very busy airport. That would be pro number 6. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our weather. We have a great weather. Our spring is nice. It is comfortable. It's very comfortable during the spring. Not too hot. It's really nice. Our winters are not too cold. You don't tend to have to wear a heavy jacket. A medium jacket is thing. You can still enjoy yourself and be outside in the wintertime. Our temperatures are really good. So if you want something with a modest temperature, Atlanta would be it. So that is I've taken you to the pros of Atlanta. Let's dive into the 7 cons of Atlanta. Traffic. Atlanta has terrible traffic. You never know when you're going to run into some traffic. So my suggestion, never leave at the last. Make sure you give a lot of time. I mean, from 4 to 7, trying to get on, you get on 285 or 75, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get there. So we do have a traffic problem in Atlanta. So just make sure you time yourself well. And between 4 to 7, give yourself even more extra time, because and early in the morning when people are going to work, we do have traffic. Con number 2 is our urban sprawl. Atlanta, the hub is about 500,000, but we have millions of people over the 7, I think. So we're spread out. Our city is spread out, and you need a car. You can't, unless you living in the city, you're gonna need transportation to get around, because we have that urban sprawl. That would be a con. Like any city, Atlanta has its problem as con. If you're in the city of Atlanta, like anything, you need to be watchful and careful. I wouldn't suggest you leave your purse or your shopping bags right out there in view, personal view. So if you're cautious and if you got personal things, put it in the trunk. And then don't be parking like at night on no dark alley. Make sure, just pay for parking. It would be better. If you pay for parking and you're in a lighted, secure place, you would be okay. Like anything else, we do have our crime areas. Just be careful and be watchful like any big city. Con number 4, between March and May, the pollen is really high. In March, I mean, we have a lot of people that suffer from allergy, have a difficult time during that season. And during March, you're gonna have to wash your car, because your car gonna be white, because the pollen is really real. Like, remember those trees I talked about? Well, it becomes a real problem during the pollen season, and you may have to go to the doctor and get something for your allergy. We do have an allergy problem during that time. As we talk about con number 5, let's talk about the weather. I told you the weather is mild, but then you know what? Atlanta does get real hot in the summertime. I would say August is July. We start in July, it gets kind of hot. So it does get real humid here. Our temperatures get very humid. And I'm gonna tell you something, in the wintertime, if you hear snow, you go home. I remember about 10 years ago, we had 3 inches of snow. It shut the city down, 3 inches of snow. People had to sleep in their car and stuff like that. So if you hear some bad weather like the thing of snow, then you need to go home. You don't need to be riding on that road, because people can't drive in the South, and we got to get what you call that black ice. So my suggestion, and when the weather like that, because we don't know how to do it in the South. So, you know, if we get bad weather like that, go home. Don't stay on the road. Point number 6, our limited public transportation. The way they did the urban structure and all that, is kind of the 75, 85 goes through the city, so it runs through a lot of traffic. And then a lot of people don't know about 285. 285 is really a big circle around the city. I remember years ago, we had a guy that was playing baseball. They kept looking for him on the baseball field. Guess what? He was riding around the city. Didn't realize 285 goes around the city. Be careful. Just know where you're market so you don't keep driving around the city and stuff like that. That can be difficult. And another last thing, being in the South and we have all these trees, we have a bug problem. You want to get a pest control comp for your company because we do have water bugs and bugs like that. That's another con. Other than that, Atlanta's a great place. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up all the latest on what's going on in Atlanta and give you some more update. I'm Lucretia Ramsey, a local realtor, just sharing you what the pros and cons of living in Atlanta. And below you will have all my contact. If you need to get any information, I have all my contact information below. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concern. Thank you.